Well, good morning, y'all. Welcome to Zion. I took a different start to this trip this morning. I realized I made a mistake coming into this trip. Yesterday was daylight savings time. So problem is, now I used to ride a bike into the main canyon in fall back in the day, but I found it wasn't really conducive to my work, so I just kind of stopped using the bike, and now I take the shuttle from the visitor center into the main canyon. But the shuttle starts at 7 a.m. It's the first shuttle, and sunrise is at 7 a.m. So it's going to be a little bit of a struggle to actually watch like light creeping down the canyon walls like I like to do. But yeah, I basically parked at Canyon Junction, which is stop number 3, I think. Parked down there and just walked 30-40 minutes up to Court of the Patriarchs, which we're at right now. Beautiful, stunning. Watching the sort of kind of blue hour fade out. We're kind of getting into the sunrise territory at this point. I got to actually make my way down to the shuttle stop in a bit. Yeah, just took the walk up and basically spent the last hour just watching the stars and looking at these peaks. Silence, you got the river kind of in the background a little bit. It's really nice. That kind of quiet that you get. But yeah, a little bit of an interesting start. Usually I like to go to a viewpoint down or up canyon and watch the morning light come down while I drink some coffee and think about what I'm going to kind of do for the day, or how the trip's going so far. Kind of like a very good troubleshooting moment. Yeah, I love these mornings for that kind of troubleshooting my brain to figure out what I want to do. But we'll head down to that shuttle stop, hop on the shuttle, and it's gonna have to take me all the way to the end of the line, I think, unless I can maybe convince the shuttle driver to let me off at Big Bend. But yeah, I might have to make a very long walk from Temple of Sinawaba back. So a lot of walking this morning, but it's a good thing. Getting that exercise, getting that blood flowing, feeling creative. I'm stoked. Yeah. All right, let's get moving. Well, I thought it was gonna be kind of sad that I wasn't gonna see morning light, but I guess I am, as I'm waiting for this shuttle to get here. And let me tell you, it's a hell of a lot better than sitting in the line, listening to tons of people waiting for that shuttle all morning. This is way better. Still have to get on a bus with them, but it'll be nice. Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. It's supposed to be clear and sunny every single day I'm here, which is the perfect Zion weather. Best times to be in Zion are on the east side or the main canyon, are 9 to 5, basically in fall and winter, on perfectly clear sunny days. Is the best time. And just watching the light bounce off canyon walls in different ways, and you know, how 1 o'clock is going to be so different from 3 o'clock, you know, and it's what makes this place special. It's the best place, in my opinion, to learn photography. I'm so glad I was able to learn photography here. Oh, but still got about let's see, 20 minutes until the shuttle leaves the visitor center, so we got quite a bit of time. I just didn't really want to continue sitting up there, you know, just in case, out of my luck, I don't know, the shuttle would show up early. Definitely not, but yeah. I'm really kicking myself now. I kind of want to ride a bike, actually. I could actually be in my spot right now, but it's all right. It's all right. It's still a beautiful time to soak it all in and enjoy it. They've got some turkeys over there. Hear them squawking. Soon will be over. You probably noticed that I do have on hip waders. Yeah, going back to the old days. I used to wear these all the time when I would go to Main Canyon Zion. Mainly because I just like to move effortlessly through the river, the Virgin River. And oftentimes, especially on the last, I think I've decided this is my 8th trip that I've made to Zion since living here. And all the trips around that time, all the trips that I've taken since then, I've never worn hip waders. I've always just worn like kind of sort of tall boots, thinking that would be enough. But in the end, it's always like, I don't want to go over there because I don't want to get my boots wet. You know, I see something over there, but I don't think it's worth it. And it's just, yeah, enough with that. Just wear the waders, explore everything. It's going to be good. So, yeah. I still got some time to wait, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Well, I got time, so I kind of want to go check out these turkeys. I think they're turkeys. Oh yeah, they got to be turkeys. This would be pretty wild if it wasn't. Let's check them out. Wow, it's a lot of them. I don't know if you can spot them. Let's see. Take you off. There. Try this zoom feature. Well, barely. You can kind of barely see them in center. Still cute. Yeah. There you go, yawn. Perfect. Yeah, ton of them over there. Realizing a lot of the leaves are pretty green. I actually thought, because I'm a week later than I normally am on these trips, that Main Canyon fall color would be well on its way when I got here. Wow, it is very green. It almost looks like the second week of October out here. Huh. Well, I guess you got a lot. You probably can't see it, but it's a lot up on that cliff. So maybe the higher elevations, maybe down or up Canyon a bit more will be looking gorgeous. Oh, I love this place. I just love it. Another thing I'm doing on this trip that's a little different is I'm only taking 5 days in the park rather than 7. So, and I don't want to sound, I don't know, pompous, pedantic, adjective, but I know this place just too well. It's both a blessing and a curse, I'd say, you know. And that knowledge is great, and then, you know, the knowledge of where to go, where to find oils, how light works on the east side in the Main Canyon. It's always beautiful to have that knowledge, but it's also difficult to always feel creative every single day you're on a trip, and you can get burned out pretty quick. At least I do. But, yep, 5 days. Doing Monday to Friday this time around, which is super nice. No, I don't have to see any people on the weekends because the crowds get pretty massive on the weekends. Luckily, and it's something I always tell everybody, it is so easy to avoid people in Zion. So easy, so simple. When I come on these trips, the only time I ever see people are when I have to be driving up to the east side, or if I'm at the visitor center or something like that, you know, to drop off the car while I get on a shuttle, or being on a shuttle, essentially. But when I'm out photographing, I rarely see anybody, maybe 10 people on any given trip. It's pretty cool, like in the washes and in and amongst the Virgin River. So pretty cool to have the place mostly to myself, even despite it being very busy all the time. Oh, come on, shuttle. I just want to get exploring. I'm just antsy. I'm ready to go. But yeah, we'll see if there's any fall color. Hoping for a lot of natural oils. Hoping. It's kind of has become more of my bread and butter on these fall trips as of late. Luckily, what I focus on mostly when I'm in Zion, especially on the east side, is anything on the ground. I think the ground beneath your feet here in Zion is way more important than what's on the trees. So that's why I wanted to be a little late this year, because I want a lot more leaves on the ground on the east side, and I want hopefully a lot more fall color in the main canyon, but we'll see. I don't know. But no matter what, it's always a great trip when you're here in Zion. 'Tis my happy place. I think I just found like the coolest thing here. It's probably been here for a while, but they got a fix-it-yourself bike stand here, and like a bike pump too. How cool is that? Amazing. It's got all the tools and everything in there. That's pretty sweet. Had no idea. It's always something I wondered about. Like if my bike broke in Zion, like if I got like a flat tire or something, I'm pretty screwed. But well, that's really cool. Interesting. Things you notice when you actually, because I never stop at this stop, I guess. It's actually, I think the first time I ever went up to the Court of the Patriarchs was this morning. I just never go up the, never really do the viewpoints when I'm in Zion, so. Still waiting for the shuttle. All right, finally made it to where I needed to be. Now, tough thing is, hopefully you can see that peak up there. Morning light hit all the way down the white sandstone, which is good, but it's encroaching on the red, that layer below it that's in shadow still. So I need to be super fast. I also need to eat breakfast, have another cup of coffee, and then also meander around through here, check on some spots with some natural oils before that red sandstone is all in light and it starts hitting the green at the bottom. When it hits the green at the bottom, that's when you're in trouble. Because green reflected light is pretty rough. So we don't like that. So I gotta be fast. And I mean, I can eat pretty fast, I think. And I know exactly where my spots need to be, kind of down in amongst this area. It's gonna be a rush, but I got probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours before it's all gone. Let's go. All right. Breakfast, coffee, secured in my tummy. Now it's time to go rush around. Okay, clip in. Clip in, past the mic, sorry. Okay, set, ready to go. Not leaving anything. Leave better than you found it. Always. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be just a teeny tiny bit of a rush, but I think we'll be fine. Here's hoping, at least. Man, these hip waders are not so kind on my feet, but that's okay. Suffer for your art, I guess. Boy, tough to get through here. Alrighty. Yeah, traditionally, when there's like a little sliver of morning light, I'm not sure, probably I'm not even in frame for that, but when there's like a little sliver of morning light hitting the white peaks is when I start on this trail. So we have a little sliver hitting the red, which is not good. We'll make it work. Absolutely gorgeous this morning. Maybe I want to throw this in ultra wide. Hold on one second. Just kidding. I like the tighter view of the standard with the D-warp on. Looks a bit better in my eyes. Always love this place because it's just so weird. I don't know. It's just desert mountains, and you got like this kind of swampy reed section. It's just so many different ecosystems. Just strange. Oh, got some decent fall color. It's really minimal. This basically looks like when I came last year. Basically the end of my trip last year, it kind of looked like this. So it's really late this year. Oh, it's looking gnarly out here. Oh. Always kind of tough to know where to go to get to this. Oh, sorry plants, sorry about this. Ah, beautiful river. So many memories here. One of my first memories was actually me standing. No, where was I? I was sitting on, there used to be a giant tree here. It was right here actually, giant cottonwood. It was very old, it was very beautiful. Actually, there's an image right there that I've shot before. I titled it Spent, I believe. Yeah, I'll throw that one up. Sorry, back to the story. Big cottonwood there. One of my first experiences in Zion was actually me wearing these kind of rubber boots, kind of like what I'm wearing now, minus the wading part. And I think I was sitting on that rock over there and photographing this giant, beautiful, just amazing figure of a cottonwood that would drape over this part of the river. Got taken out with a flash flood, so that's what happens. I really gotta rush, I gotta stop telling stories. But yeah, I sat on that rock. I remember I had my tripod in the river and I was shooting, I think this is Cable Mountain. Yeah, Cable Mountain. From there, super wide angle, back when I used to use wide angle lenses. It was a great time. It was rough because another photographer kind of came into my view. He was like walking across like the bank down there towards me. And he was just kind of one of those gear photographers that just wants to talk about gear the whole time. So not really the people I like to interact with that often. So absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna turn you off because I gotta rush. I'll just keep telling stories. All right, checking on the oils in this area that I've come to realize has a lot of oils generally in fall and winter. Not many oils this time around, but that's okay. Just means I can get to other sections faster, which is good. Because again, this first day is always a rush. It's always a, you know, move as fast as you can from one area to the next. This is kind of cool actually right here. It's like almost teal water. Interesting. Yeah. But yeah, not many oils going on. That's okay though. I always have to tell myself this too. You know, it's that troubleshooting thing. This is okay. But these waders do make quick work of the Virgin River, so that's super nice. And I did see a few things that I do want to come back to in this area. Mainly, it has to deal with all these, I don't know if you can see the green underneath there, and like fallen leaves on top. It's quite nice looking, but it's nothing that's really like that special. I need to photograph that now, or anything that can't wait, essentially. I can come back to this if I need to. We're gonna move on. Let's go. Always important to keep your eye out for reflected light on the water and how it works with different subjects. Not seeing anything yet, but I'm always keeping my eye out. There's a lot more of this green stuff, which is kind of what I saw in the past area, or the area over there. So it's providing some texture to the water, which is kind of cool. But at really low water levels actually this year. It's kind of nice. All right, let's get through this river. Kind of a cool scene in this reflected light here. See if I can punch in on that a little bit. And you got like this little plant to the right. All these rocks here. It's quite cool in the reflection of the sandstone wall. But I gotta keep moving. Plus, this will be here tomorrow if I want to come back. Oh, cool stuff out here. Let me bring that back. There we go. Perfect. Despite this being the most I've ever rushed while on a trip in Zion, I would say it's still absolutely gorgeous to walk through here with the reflected light, and just this area too. What I'm noticing is this whole area is like really coming back to life almost. Oh my God, I almost fell in. Yeah, I don't quite remember there being so many like weeds and whatnot throughout here. Like I always remember this being dry and kind of gross looking. See if you're even seeing that. Yeah, this whole area, but it's looking just fertile and lush around, which is bizarre. You know, it's like what happened? I guess these flash floods really brought it back to life, I guess. Huh. But you can kind of see all the light on the wall over here. That's the reflected light we want, but if we're gonna be able to maintain it for, like, it's pretty much, let me take off here. It's pretty much creeping down this wall over here. Pretty close to the green that you can see, so. Gonna be tricky. And all of this kind of fertile, lush area and the water and whatnot is making me think that there's not gonna be any oils. I got a sneaky suspicion there's not gonna be any oils, because I just think everything's just so alive still. I think. We'll see though. We shall see. Moving and grooving. Well, what's great is I just spotted my heron friend. He was hiding in amongst here and flew away before I noticed, which is great. That's something I haven't seen the past, I want to say like 2 times I've been here. So it's great to see. Flew up canyon quite a bit, and we'll hopefully see him again. But yeah, that heron means a lot to me, so I always like to see them, know that it's okay. While I don't for sure know it's the same heron, you know, obviously, I'm no wildlife biologist, but I've only ever really seen 2 herons on any given day in Zion after, like, you know, scouring the main canyon all day. So that's fair possibility. What I'm also noticing is this water is just so clear. You generally never see any of what's underneath, I don't know, the surface of the water. It's always just roaring currents and whatnot. You can like see all the moss over here and whatnot. How cool is that? Damn. This is really nice. Very pleasant. Even though I'm really fighting that light, it is still a very calm, lovely morning. I love that I know what I'm stepping on, so I'm not gonna slip anytime soon. Oh, hip waders. I'm telling you, they're the key. Chest waders might be a little bit too much unless you're going into the narrows, but hip waders are solid. Well, our friend is over here. Not sure if you can see him at all, but there's kind of like this little weed, a tall weed there, and then right to the left is the heron. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm not gonna be able to really get him. Not like get him, but like, you know, take a photo of him or anything. He's sus of me. Hi, friend. You're on my hat. You're on my arm. You're on my book. Thank you for everything you've done and continue to do. Love him so much. I'm gonna continue on, leave him be for now. Maybe he'll be sticking around when I come back, but let's go. Well, a little unfortunate, but this area that I come to, right in here generally,
all the time. Doesn't exist anymore for oils. It's just dried completely. I remember there was just a faint amount back in winter. Actually, right here, I'll throw up an image that I titled Safe. I think I shot it in winter. Really, really macro kind of scene on this kind of like coin of natural oils is really, really quite special. But yeah, all this is pretty much dried up completely. You got some moving down amongst this section, but not much. It's just so lush over here, which is just bizarre, you know. I don't remember Zion, and it's like, it's a great thing, of course, but it's just, I remember this place being very barren the past few years, so good for Zion, tough for photography, but I will applaud Zion on that one. But I think I saw one scene down here I might get back to. Yeah, kind of, now it's a little further down actually. But yeah, it's not much, but it's definitely something worth trying. And I think it's a great image for how today's kind of gone. So I'll show you when we get over there. Alrighty, at the two scenes, not feeling too great about either of them. It's actually one right here and one right here. Both have natural oils, both have leaves. Leaves are not that interesting, unfortunately. I'll kind of show you what I'm looking at. Hopefully you can kind of make out what I'm thinking about, but yeah, that one's kind of rough. I don't like that one. It's very messy. Doesn't look particularly inspired. This one, on the other hand, interesting. I like getting really close to it. Actually, forget I'm in Zion. Gotta throw out Velvia for every shot ever. Saturation. All right. But this one isn't really wetting my whistle either. Yeah, basically be a frame kind of like. Yeah, I can't even really make a frame. It's not even that special. So I'm going to be moving on. I don't think I found anything for natural oils today, unfortunately. But that's okay. I knew it was going to be kind of tough when I was looking at these areas. It's just, everything's just alive and beautiful, which we love. But I think it's going to be time to essentially move on. You got the light kind of hitting the greenery already, so we get green reflected light now. And it is, it's always good to actually check the time so I know for next time, not even 9 o'clock yet. Woof. Can't believe I forgot about daylight savings time. Hilarious. And what that would actually do. All right, well, let's get packed up. I don't really know where to go. I think I might go check on the heron again and see what's what, but yeah, a little bit of a shame. That's okay. I found this nice scene over here. Sorry, I'm parked next to, or I guess this car is parked next to me. We're both parked next to each other. I'm not sure where this person is, or I don't know. So I'll make this quick, but essentially found this scene in front of me. I'm trying to 3-2 right now. It's actually quite nice. Wind's picking up quite a bit right now. We got great reflected light on it from these walls. We have some light actually poking into like the top left of this. Pull you off so you can see anything whatsoever. It's not going to focus fully, but there's some light poking at the top left there. But for the most part, it's looking pretty solid, and I'll throw it up so you can kind of see what I'm getting at. But yeah, great little scene, I gotta say. It really is nice. Definitely not what I was expecting my first image in Zion would be on this trip, but I'm pretty stoked with that one. Absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, I think I'm gonna come back to this scene in a couple days, see if it changes. It was quite nice. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. Good reflected light. Fuji Velvia is really pulling this one in, especially with colors, so I'm digging that. That looks great right out of camera. I'm happy with that. Cool. All right, let's move on. Right, I'm kind of realizing now this that car was actually someone that's with the Plain Art festival that's kind of going on around here. But they're actually right here painting a scene out in the open, kind of cool. So I was literally right next to her talking about her vehicle, and yeah, funny. Anyway, moving on along the road. See if there's anything else catches my eye. I'm just checking on one more scene right here, up on this wall that I saw. And I might have to call it. It's rough because actually it means light's going to take over an hour earlier every single day. Usually you're out of here by like 10:30, 11. I think it's gonna be like 9:30, 10 now. Well. Kind of got a nice little scene back there. Pretty happy on that one, actually. Want to visit it again in maybe a day or two. We'll see. All right, heading back to the car, well, shuttle and then the car. Refound the heron. I don't know if you can see that. I'll throw it up if you can't. Not really a great photo, it's always good to actually spot the little guy. He's over here. Yeah. Hope to get him over at Heron Bend a little later on this trip. Hopefully some nice reflected light. But yeah, quite the interesting morning so far. Yeah, I think we'll be heading out to the east side at this point. I might have to just stick to the east side for a few days before coming back here. So I think this place just needs a little bit more time. I probably need just a little bit of time away from it, even though I just got here. But that's just the way it goes here. Yeah, I think big problem that I'm having right at the moment is expectations. You know, when I come out to Zion, I lost the trail. I think it's over here. When I come out to Zion, and when I've come out to Zion on my past few trips, where did I lose that trail? See a game trail right here. I'll take this. There it is. But on the past few trips, when I've come out to Zion, I generally get an image that is my favorite of the entire trip. Day one, within like 2 hours of being in the park. It's happened the past 3 or 4 times I've come. So you can understand why I have expectations, but at the same time, it's not good. Because when you have a morning like this on day one, it's rough on the mind. Well, at least rough on my mind. At least it's perfect weather, and it'll be perfect weather the entire time I'm here. So that's huge, because my winter trip earlier this year was, I gotta say, tough and rough, and honestly on the verge of terrible, because the weather was just not cooperating. Temperatures were not cooperating. And again, I can't control any of this, but it's tough when you get moments like that. So yeah, heading back think I'll take it a little slow because I don't want to get to the east side too early. What time is it? We're looking at just past 10. Don't want to get there too early. Because really I want the sun to kind of fall a little bit, so that's why I like to hit it around like maybe 1 or, well, I guess with daylight savings. I don't know what that means. Maybe, what, so this light is what 11:10 light was like on Saturday. So maybe it's okay that I'm there early? I don't know. Anyway, I just want to check in before I get out of here. Yeah. Oh, it's those day one blues. It's tough. It's always tough. I hear the bus tour on my mic. Yeah. I do love this area though. The sun catches through it. Oh, it's beautiful. Hopefully you can see all this. Really didn't point the camera any which way, but it still is good to be here no matter what happens. Actually, I probably kind of do want to tell this story, but it's kind of a rough story. It was cold, wintry morning back in 2019, I want to say. I was in and amongst this area, which again, like this is very lush for this area. This is just an overflow area, so you get a lot of water that just flows through here when the river overflows. But back in the day, when I was here, all of the like kind of reeds in and amongst here were kind of like frozen over with like a hoarfrost. And it was just really, really cool. And I was just in this area and just feeling really kind of like melancholy and somber. It was very, just a specific kind of feeling type morning. And then I remember search and rescue showed up about halfway through the day over on kind of the base of Angel's Landing over there. And it was the morning they found a 18-year-old that fell from Scout's Lookout up there. Yeah. So it was, while obviously the body was way over on the base of those cliffs, still rough to be even this close to that. And so tough, real tough. Ooh, feeling well, we move on. All right, man, to the east side. Got real boots on, much better. It's looking good. It's looking kind of like late fall up here, what I'm used to, at least from this 1 second I've been outside the car. It's not looking half bad. It's lunchtime. I'm feeling it after this morning. I think I did like 20,000 steps just this morning, which hurts. Go this way. Don't step on cactuses. Don't step on cryptobiotic soil as well. This stuff. Kind of in this area-ish. Sand is good. We like sand. This is kind of a favorite spot of mine. It's usually you know, I go to the main canyon and I do exactly this afterwards. Almost every single day after lunch. Hey, it's looking nice, little fall color down there. We'll see it in a bit. Weirdly kind of cold warm. I guess I'm kind of used to it on the east side. Oh yeah, beautiful. This morning was tough. Really tough on my brain. Most first days are, but today was rough. Exceptionally rough. Let's see, how do I want to get around this? I think I'll go this way. Seems correct. Yeah. But, oh, step on the sandstone. There we go. Much better. Yeah, it's looking good. It does look like the end of fall, but it's still looking good. Beautiful. A scene I've shot here before. This is, what do they call that one? Intersect. That's what I called it. I don't know if you can even make it out. We'll see. See how good this dynamic range is on this camera. Probably not 100%, but it's like in there. I'll throw it up on screen. Little bug on my hand. There we go. Back to 1. Yeah, I always like to come down here first on the east side because it's just the kind of the best place to come, really. Got a lot of leaf litter, which is cool. We love leaf litter. Yeah, good reds. Solid. Lovely. I love how quiet it is up here. Oh, just love that. So nice. Ooh, it's real chilly down here. Ooh. Yikes. Yeah, beautiful reds. Huh. Still feel like this is going to be a really challenging trip based on how I'm feeling right now. Awesome little side wash. Love this one. Get a choke stone back there so you can't really go too far, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling 100%, I gotta say. That's a good little spot too, right here. A little divot. That's where I shot, I think it was last fall. Literally, day 1. Came here and took that image, but it was called Hold, I think? Hold? I think it's Hold. Yeah, great little spot. Little leaf tucked away in there. Beautiful reflected light back in here. Yeah. Nothing today. Oh shit, falling over. Yeah, I'm realizing I guess I had a realization that I don't think I really want to come here anymore in fall. Well, like trip-wise, which honestly might just happen naturally with the course of certain things, but I don't think I really want to come here in fall anymore. This is not why I come here, you know. I care way more for winter, you know, being able to go to the main canyon when I want and do what I want in the main canyon, not struggle with shuttles and, you know, timings and whatnot. Fall leaf litter is absolutely beautiful, but it's not nearly as interesting as having ice formations. This is something I realized last fall, and I just didn't think about it. You know. I mean, I always feel some sort of way about this on day 1 because it's always tricky for my mind to figure out what I
what I really care about and what I want to care to actually shoot. But yeah, I have nothing at all. It's weird. It's like absolutely no ambition on this trip. Yeah, kind of makes me wonder why I even came here. I mean, it's my 8th trip coming to Zion. You know, after a year of heavy exploration in this place. Oh, falling. Just not feeling it. Gotta be honest with you. It's not all sunshine and roses. Yeah, I got nothing. Got nothing. Oh boy, we might have something. Do something dangerous here. Don't try this at home. Or in Zion. Okay. Huh. See if I can show you this. Oh boy. Totally gonna fall. Okay, well, you're probably not gonna get in close enough. But there's a leaf right there amongst all these little sand patterns. Kind of buried underneath the sand. A lot of good reflected light from the sandstone to the left. So I'm thinking this will be solid. I would love to. I wish I could include this a little bit more, this log. It'd be kind of cool, but I don't think I really can. If there was a lot more leaves maybe, but I'm going to shoot that. I think it's worth a shot. Worth a shot, 20. All right. Got to set up. Back in a second. Yeah, I'm kind of in love with these types of scenes where you just have all the time in the world to shoot it. There's no rush whatsoever. You know, the sun's never going to peak above this. We're golden there. We're just going to have reflected light basically the whole time. It's looking good. I'm going to throw it up on screen in just a second, but you can kind of make out what I'm trying to do here. Really trying to include a lot of the stripes in sand. But for the most part, it's a pretty wide scene, so I don't know how that's going to convey on when I actually edit the photo. I feel like I want this a little tighter because the leaf is not really particularly amazing, I would say. It's not like a perfect red maple leaf in the middle, you know, underneath some sand. That would be an award-winning photo, I would say. But this is nice. I think this is like my first good photo of the day, which I needed deeply, but yeah, it's looking all right. I'll throw this in a manual real quick. Here we go. Perfection. Perfection. Love that. I think what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to do a 1-1 on it, I think. Might be a little bit better. So I feel like we don't need a whole lot of the top and don't need a whole lot of the bottom. So I'm going to spin. Well, do I need to spin? Let's not spin. Because it's a 1-1. No point in spinning. Oh yeah, it kind of looks nice actually. I'll punch that in just a touch more. Hopefully it's still right there. Good. We're going to do manual. Because this lens is like kind of sort of sharp when it likes autofocus. The 1-1's nice. Yeah, I'll throw that one up too. Don't know what you can see here, but probably not much. Yeah. It's a good reflected light on the life on the leaf. Just a hint, just a touch, nothing too crazy. But I feel like I want crazy. You know, when I do throw this into Lightroom, I like to throw, I mean, my editing's always very simple, but I always do like plus 30 on the whites, minus 30 on the blacks. My curve is always plus 10 on, it's always plus double of the minus darks, if that makes any sense. So if I do negative 10 on the darks, I will do plus 20 on the lights. It's just how I've edited forever, and I've never changed it because I'm lazy. I do not like editing.
This is really nice. I really like this. I'm so happy there is a footprint right there. So close to this. And someone did not step in this today. That's good. But yeah, quite the pleasant little scene. I'm feeling a little bit more chipper right now. I'm sure you can hear in the past few clips that I was feeling sounding a little meh, but I'm feeling a little better. I think this is a nice scene. It's nothing life-changing, but it is a nice scene at least. So that's nice. I'll work on this a little bit more and see. Also, shout out to these logs and flash floods, because boy, oh boy, this would not be possible without these logs here. I'd have to go on the sandstone behind me, and it would be a very awkward angle. Well, it just wouldn't be, because at this angle, I'm almost parallel, actually, with the angle of the sand. So my lens is pretty much parallel with the sand. Pretty awesome, so most of it's in focus. Even if I'm at, like, what am I at? Probably F13 or something like that. So, super nice. Shout out to the logs. Shout out to flash floods. All right, I'm kind of following the tracks of some very fresh mountain lion, or I guess fresh mountain lion tracks. Let's go with that. I'm not sure how to get around here. Probably have to go up. Looks like they were headed out, but it was probably within the last, I don't know. Oh, where's my tripod head? Oh, God. Oh, tough work. Looks like they were headed out within the last day. I don't know. They look pretty good. Oh, jeez. It's falling through everything. It's hard to tell because the sand's kind of soft. Well, maybe it wasn't that reason. Yeah, I would see tracks here, kind of on the ground, if it was any very recent. So I'm thinking it's only maybe recent. I don't know. Cool little side slot here. That light kind of streaming through. They are ambush predators, so I will die well before I ever see it, probably. Hopefully I don't stumble upon a baby. Oh, this is just such a cool side can. I forgot about this place. It's pretty wild. I don't know if you can see back. Let's see if you can. And nope, it's just the sun in your face. Yeah, so you do have some in here. Definitely not as fresh as I thought they were. So I think we're good. And definitely no little paws that I've been seeing. Oh, but here's a... Okay, those look a little more fresh, actually. That one specifically. Yeah. It looks like... No, it just looks like somebody's footprints. Oh, boy. I mean, I've had a... I don't know. Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure what human would do this. So I'm thinking this is... Oh. Here we go. Maybe I should get out of here. These look very fresh. Is this a dog? No, it's pretty wide. Oh, man. I'll check behind me. God. Oh, no. Well, that is a bucket list shot of mine. A mountain lion in Zion. But I don't think it's ever going to happen. There's a lot of steep walls up here. Cat can make easy work of those. Oh boy. You're on there, you're on there. Nope, you're not. This DJI mount isn't really the best, is it? There we go. Well, because I am seeing some human footprints alongside these. So I'm wondering This is one dark, scary slot. Loud noises, I don't know. Because I see the claws out. God, so many bugs. That might just be a dog footprint. I remember I actually climbed up this entire thing back in the day. It's pretty cool up there, actually. It's worth the explore. But, yeah, pretty gnarly. That's an interesting looking rock. Huh, kind of looks like a ladybug. I'm gonna explore. I think we're safe. If we're not, you'll never see this video. Oh shit. What the hell is that? Looks like... Huh. I think that is a rock. Oof. There's a lot of holes here. This is probably one of those times. Probably the... I've had a lot of brushes like this where I'm like, is there a mountain lion up here? But this one kind of feels like it. Nah, they wouldn't. They wouldn't be this close. Man. God, I think I'm just choking on bugs. Huh. Guess it was just a rock. I was looking at this thing right here. Kind of like a ladybug or I don't know, like a python. It's just sandstone. Weird. Spooky, spooky stuff. Hopefully, yeah, I don't see anything. They would be way up in probably the more remote areas. But definitely something. I've never seen anyone bring a dog into the washes of the east side, but there's always a chance. It definitely had its claws out in a few spots, but there was also spots where it might have slipped. So it could also be a mountain lion. Who knows? But is that weird kind of like fun obsession to try and find mountain lion tracks and ooh, spooky mountain lions are gonna get you, which they might, very well might, one of these days. Okay. Oh, I'll break my ankle now. Okay. Spooky time is over. All right, got another one. I'm digging it. It's pretty interesting. I'll pop you off and show you kind of what we're looking at. 2x zoom. Wow, so close. It's that pine cone and all the beautiful red maple leaves. And you got these nice patterns in the mud. Comes good. Comes across well on the camera. Can't see anything because out of focus, of course. Good old DJI. But I'll throw it up if it works out. I really enjoy it. I think it's solid, honestly. Pretty happy with that. Great reflected light. Only issue would be highlights poking in through this tree. Got the sun coming down and kind of occasionally. Right now it's actually perfect, so no worries there. Yeah, absolutely digging it. Just this nice like bisect of the frame on the mud and then the leaves up top, pine cone, centered-ish. It's centered on the center, if you know what I mean. Not on the center. But looking good. Yeah, pretty happy with this one. Might play with it a little bit more, but all in all, nice photo. Looking pretty. Looking pretty nice. Oh, things might be changing. Got some wind. Lost. Great little photo. I'll throw it up now. Tricky placement on how to get that photo. I'll let you try and figure it out. But yeah, fun little spot. Love this little section. Always a good time. Yeah. It's like, it's weird. Maples are like kind of gone, kind of not started. Oaks are like not started at all. Barely. You got some. But it is a bizarre year for fall, I gotta say. You gotta be, immediately my eyes went to this. That's something you kind of have to look for, is just like, this just kind of shape, amalgamation of sticks in and amongst the fall color. Always worth a good look at, you never know. Wind's picking up. I think it's supposed to be windy tomorrow. A little bit of cloud throughout the day, but then it clears up almost completely, which is good. Even if I'm having a bad photography time, it's sunny day in Zion, you can't complain. Yeah, just weird. Like, no, maples are gone. Then you got green oaks. Strange. Usually the oaks aren't that far behind. Huh. Yeah, this is a favorite area of mine in winter to come check out. I never really ever get any images here, but I just love coming here. To this section, I should say. Got some kind of, what I call too much fall color over there. It's just heavy duty oranges, heavy duty yellows. Just looks like, I don't know, it looks like 90s neon. I don't know how to explain it. All right, well, these little plants are looking nice. I do actually love this yucca in front of these. I think they're a serviceberry. Believe so. Oh, gonna fall. Yeah, there's not much I can do here, but it's kind of a cool little scene, isn't it? Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure how much I'm going to see today. Those maples are gone. Wow. Huh. Wow. Completely. Remember I ran into Lauren Root down in here. He was just like in the tree taking a photo of roots, and scared the hell out of me. But yeah, damn good photographer, Lauren Root. Yeah, weird. So they fell off yellow. Usually like pink and red. Interesting. What a weird year. I got an image last year, right in the spot somewhere, called Diversity. I thought it was a kind of a nice photo. I'll throw it up. Man, I could throw up so many photos in time. This is gonna get old fast. Probably already has. Yeah, not bad. I mean, it's not good, not bad though. Not much I can do here. Not much I'm seeing. A lot of leaves down there. Oh well, we move on. Well, who knows if this will make it into the video, but oof, I'm not doing well on this trip. You know, usually day ones are like this, but this is kind of a step above. You know, is another level of what the hell am I doing here? You know, it just, what am I? I'm taking photos so I can put them on Instagram. What? How much money did I spend to get on this trip? You know, from Rochester? Taking these videos so that no one sees them on YouTube. What am I doing? I just feel like, oh, yeah, I just want to escape. I want to get out of here. I'm not feeling well at all. This is probably the worst my brain has ever been. First day of a trip. It's never quite like this, and it's not just because I'm not finding photos. That's part of it, of course, but it's just, this feels like a continuation of my winter trip that ended so badly, just like ended with just exactly how I feel now. I feel like it just continued. It's just the next day. Yeah, I'm going up my favorite sidewalk to hopefully make me feel decent, but woof. I don't even know what to do. You know, I have zero I'm so burned out. I have zero creativity in me. It is ridiculous. Yeah, I think it's mainly because of how much I've been doing in Rochester. I just feel very burned out. You know, but I think the biggest issue is just like, what am I doing? You know, God, can't even explain it because it's just not explainable. Just don't want to slip on this log. I know I'm gonna, but screw it. This is a scene I tried to shoot last year. It was so windy though. Can't shoot it now because I don't have a lens for it. Whew. Yeah. I don't even know what to do. I just kind of want to leave. And I just don't think I can enjoy Zion anymore. I think it's a routine and it's work. It is, and it's, back in the past I thought work in Zion was a good thing. You know, made me feel good, but I am not feeling good. I feel just stressed about not finding things. Stressed about, I still have 4 days on this trip to fill. And, you know, I'm not going to any other park. I know that for sure, but, I just don't know. I just don't know. Well, boy, oh boy, we found some ice. All these concentric little lines in here. Frozen leaves in there, pine cones. It's actually the exact same pool that I shot an image last fall. I think it was last fall. Yeah, last fall. Second to last day on that trip. Came to the section, I photographed an image called Stifle. I'll throw it up. Just a lovely image of butterfly frozen in this ice, surrounded by fallen leaves, kind of all these seasons melding together. You know, I think of butterflies as like spring and summer, and fall color leaves, and winter of ice. So it's really kind of a cool image. Put into a lot of competitions, didn't do well. But, oh well. Oh, I'm actually noticing this guy over here. Look at this. That's pretty gnarly. Kind of creepy looking too. A little oak leaf right here. And amongst all this stickage from this monstrous kind of being right here. Kind of cool. Yeah, probably nab a shot of that. It's just really ominous. don't know if it's gonna work, but it's worth a shot. Did you work? Yep, the mount worked perfect. I have to set up something here too. I'm thinking there's like this little pine cone kind of in the center, right there actually, with all the leaves surrounding it. So it might be something. Oof. Yeah, I was just getting done making a video about how I was just. It was pretty, I don't know if I'm going to include it in the in this video, but basically just saying like, why am I here? You know, fall trips in Zion don't really work for me. I don't know. It's like I always do them and I always come away with images in the end. I do, yes, but it's just, I'm here for winter. I'm here for ice. This is more exciting than anything I've seen today. You know, this a little bit of ice right here, and you know, it's like, why do I even keep coming here in fall? I can pretty confidently say this is my last fall trip for one reason or another, but yeah, winter is, in my opinion, the only time to come to Zion. You know, it's way more free and open and quiet and more interesting subjects, you know. Hell, a lot of this fall color on these trees is probably going to be sticking around for this upcoming winter. This is how fall's going. You know, it's just so bizarre over here. It's like some trees have like so many leaves on them and it's just like basically green still. Some trees are just completely barren. It's all litter, you know, leaf litter on the ground, and it's like you just can't make any sense of it. And the main canyon's like still white, and I don't know what's going on. But it's really messing with my mind. I'm not doing too well on this trip. You know, most day ones of trips I don't do too well, but today is like another level. Really not feeling great. Yeah, I want to just leave essentially, but I know I have to force myself to just keep walking and I'll find stuff like that. So it's worth it. But boy, oh boy, it's a struggle today. It's a struggle. I think I'm going to frame something up in this area and we'll try it out, but oof, feeling a little rough these days. Really should have brought my tea with me. Tea calms me down. A little jet boil action. Oh, I won't forget it tomorrow, that's for sure. All right, let's figure something out. Well, I think we're done today. Pretty worn out at this point. Didn't really find much with those two scenes down there. I'll throw up an image of, I think, the leaf. It was all right. Whew. Real tough day one, real tough. I'm hoping tomorrow's better somehow. I don't have high hopes because I'm gonna be doing the same exact thing. So, just become too obsessive about this place, too anchored in routine, and it's showing. Finally, well, it's been showing for a long time, but it's finally really hitting hard. Yeah, I don't know. Still gorgeous walk out of here. Always love this walk out of here. Particularly beautiful side wash. Hopefully you can see everything. But yeah, stunning area. Well, I want to thank you all for watching, and hopefully there's a video tomorrow. There'll be a video tomorrow, and there'll be a video next week. And thank you for. This is probably a long video, so thank you for making it this far. But we'll see you soon. Thanks, y'all. Figures. I wildly missed my thumbs up. How's that? Is that better? Cool. Now we'll end the video. Wow, still not. Okay. We'll go super high now. How about that? Is that better? I think we did it. Video making's hard.